Hi boys and girls, today we're going to go through the steps on making our 5x7 self-portrait. The most important thing to notice whenever looking at the shape of your head is that your eyes are going to go in the middle of that upside down egg shape. Your nose will go halfway between the eyes and the nose line. Your mouth will go halfway between the nose and the mouth. Or the chin, I'm sorry, not the mouth. I'm going to go through and show you how I drew mine. We're going to work for realism, which means it looks like us. Obviously, we'll look in the mirrors if you have a different shape to your eye or to the width of your nose or the shape of your mouth. Those are things you want to look at. So I'm going to start with this tracer right here just to get the basic shape. I need to make sure that it says top, otherwise you're going to have an upside down one and it'll look like an egg. So I want it to be this way with the top. I'm going to trace around, keep my pencil straight up and down so it doesn't go under. And then notice how I put a line right here. This one's a little bit crooked. I'm going to fix that. I need to make a little mark on the sides, just a little mark to tell me where the middle of that head shape is. I'm going to go back over that a little bit. So my eyes are going to be on this middle line right here. If you'd like to lightly trace where that's going to be, it'll help you with making your eyes even. So I'm going to make my eye shape. I don't want them to be too small, and I don't want them to be too big. I'm going to go ahead and say about a half an inch or a finger between right there. Now that size helps you out because that size is also going to be the size of your eye on this side and the size of my eye on this side. So if you want to take that measurement and go over here and make a mark, take that measurement, go over here and make your second mark. That kind of shows you how big to make your eyes. So I always start like this. It's a football shape, so I'm going to make a curved line here, not a big giant rainbow. So I slowly curve, and I always kind of slowly sketch so it goes right where I want it, and then you can darken it up after that. If there's any parts you need to erase, you can erase. Now I've got my sad face, my happy face. That's the shape of my eye. I'm going crazy with how dark this is. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Sad face, happy face, draw a light. And then you can go back in and darken it up. Now, that's just the shape of my eye. My iris is that colorful part of my eye. So I have a circle that touches at the top and the bottom. Yours may just see a little bit on the sides, but you're not going to see the whole circle. So you might even have kind of like where part of it's cut off from your eyelid, just depending on the shape of your eyes. I've got my pupil. That's what allows me to see in the dark. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. And if you want to add a highlight, that's the part that makes it look kind of shiny or where the light is reflecting. Now my eyes are able to blink, and hopefully yours does too. So I'm going to add a little bit of an eyelid right above it. That's my guideline also for when I do my eyelashes. So if I start right there at my eye line and curve, I don't want to go that much higher than that eyelid line. If you're going way out here, there's something wrong. I'm going to do some on this side. And then the ones on the bottom are just a little bit shorter. My eyes are pretty big. I may have drawn them a little big, but that's okay. I kind of have big eyes. Now, halfway down between your eye and your chin is where I'm going to put the nose. I'm going to go ahead and put a mark there. Halfway between the bottom of your nose and your chin is right there. I'm going to put a mark for where I'm going to put the mouth. Now, one more step on the eye is my eyebrows. My eyebrows, I make them look this way, but they kind of curve like my eye. They go up, and then they kind of curve this way. Now you will look in the mirror and see what your eyebrows look like, your eyes look like, because we are all made special and unique, and we don't all look the same. This is just a few tips for me, so I fill that in. Got my eyebrows. Now when I do a nose, my nose, remember, is going to be down here. I start with that middle part of my nose, the part that dips down. My nostrils are here, but I don't draw big circles because it'll make you look like a pig, so I'm just going to kind of curve it like this. You can shade it in a little bit, but not very much because you're looking at it from the front and the circle looks like an oval. Now, your nostrils will line up with wherever your eye is. So that tells you how wide your nose is. You can look in the mirror and see, is that as wide? So I've got these parentheses or curved lines, which kind of go like this on the sides. And then I'm going to just kind of bring it around the bottom. If you go down too low, you can always erase it. Like I went a little low right here. Now you can either stop there, or if you'd like to draw the line where it goes up, it does not go to the eye. That bone actually, that cartilage of your nose curves in like it's going up to your eyebrow, but I never connect it all the way. It's up to you, or you could just leave that part off. Now, when I do a mouth, I don't want it to look like a jump rope. This line in the middle just kind of goes up a little bit if you're smiling. The top lip, unlike the bottom lip where it just curves around, actually goes down in the middle. And how far apart you go from here is how thick your lips are. Some people have thinner lips. Some people have thicker lips. It's up to you. Just look in the mirror and see what you look like. This line will connect to the side, and this line will connect to the side. So I'm going to say that's my top lip. Then all I have to do is come down here and bring this part around to the sides. Now I've got some lips. Now, your ears, now that you have your eyes and your nose on there, now you can do your ears. So I'm going to find the top of my eye and go to the side, the bottom of my nose, go to the side, and curve those two together, just like a mug, the handle on a mug. I can go to the other side and put a mark there, put a mark there, connect those together. Now, if you ever notice, your neck does not come down here. You're not like a little stick. It actually is right here by your cheek, but it curves in. You can even feel it on yours. And then I'm going to draw just the top of my shoulders right here. It's such a small paper, you can't fit your arms and everything else on there. Your shirt will go right in here. So if you want a V-neck, make a V. If you want a T-shirt, make a curve. If you want a shirt with a collar, you can make a V and put a triangle here and a triangle here. It's up to you. So whatever you want your clothes to look like. You're only seeing the top of your shirt. Now, hair is different. So you'll notice at your table that I have a paper that looks like this. This gives you tips on hair. One thing I want you to notice, even if you don't have hair that comes down by your eyebrows, your hair always goes from your ear around to your other ear. Short hair, do short lines. Long hair or parted to the side, it always should go to your ears. So that's called your hairline. But if you have bangs, it might start by your ears and go up across by your eyes, and you may not even see your eyebrows. So I'm going to start by this ear. I'm not going all the way up here because this is the very top of my head. And as you can see, I don't want to look bald. You can see it's lower than where the top of the head is. So my hair kind of parts to the side, goes down to this ear and this ear. And then the top of my hair, it might be a little bit puffier, so you may not even need this line right here. I'll hide that later. I'm going to bring this down. Now, if you had short hair, you would bring it down over here. If you had long hair, you would bring this down over here. If you have wavy hair, you would draw a wavy line. Now, all this is not just your forehead. This is actually where you add a few lines. So I'm going to camouflage that mess up down here. If you don't want to show your ears, like sometimes my ears don't show. I might have that go all the way right here and then erase the ear and have the hair cover. This is all hair because hair goes back behind my neck. This is my part. Now you can add a bow on there. You can add, I have glasses, so I'm going to go in and just add the glass shape. Whatever your shape of your glasses, if you have glasses. If you don't worry about it. You don't have to. Thicken it up a little bit because there's a little bit of plastic. And then where it goes to my ears. So I'll continue doing that. Now once you're finished drawing your shape, remember if you're a boy, you're not having this part here. You're just going to have the shape of your hair. If you have that kind of faux hawk hair, I do this part here first and then just make these hair go up to the middle and to the middle. There's a lot of people who have that haircut. Even if you're a boy and you have hair that's longer or parted, then never starts just up on the top because that would mean all this is bald and you have a huge forehead. We don't want that. So once you're done with your self-portrait, go ahead and trace with either skinny Sharpie or thick Sharpie, and then or regular Sharpie, And then we're going to color this in with crayons. Try to pick colors that are your skin color. When you color your eyes, you're only coloring inside that iris, that colorful part. If your eyes are dark, and you don't even see that pupil, you'll just color that all in with black or brown, or you can even mix the colors like I did in my hair. You can mix crayons. Your background's up to you. Decorate it however you'd like. Good luck, and I hope this helped you out. Remember, trace the head, eyes in the middle. However far apart you draw the eyes is how big you make each eye. So this space here, this space, and this space are all the same. I could almost fit 5 eyes all the way across with the little space that I have right here. So good luck. We're working on facial proportion today, trying to look realistic. We will work on abstract at another time.